On completion of our third topic and the last topic of this lesson, you'll be able to monitor and evaluate performance. Performance management is the systematic process by which an organization involves its employees in improving organizational missions and goals. Performance management consists of three components. Component 1 focuses on the performance goals or what an employee does. Component 2 focuses on competency development or how the employee performs job tasks. Component 3 focuses on the career development plan. Supervisors and employees identify learning opportunities that support the accomplishment of the employee's performance goals and competency development. Performance management, as seen on the screen, also consists of 3 steps: planning, coaching, and feedback. These steps are ongoing and not an isolated event or evaluation. Employee performance should be evaluated regularly as part of performance management. Employees generally want feedback, and regular performance evaluations not only provide feedback, but it also provides employees with an opportunity to correct deficiencies. It can also help management make decisions about promotions, training needs, feedback, and remuneration. In an organization, you will find that most employee performance evaluations include a combination of 2 or more of the following rating methods: graphic rating scale, global rating scale, essay method, behavior anchored rating scale, or management by objectives. The graphic rating scale is used in many surveys, and it normally consists of a list of 5 rating criteria: unsatisfactory, below expectation, satisfactory, above average, or outstanding. A global rating is used for an overall job performance to evaluate an employee. This method helps the employer make decisions about bonus payments and allocating performance-based increases, but it doesn't provide any ideas about performance improvements. In the essay method, the appraiser writes a statement to describe the employee's strengths and weaknesses and makes recommendations regarding the employee's developmental needs. This method covers areas such as job performance, quality of work, and teamwork. The behavioral anchored rating scale focuses only on observable behavior and provides examples of the observable behavior for each score. Management by objectives is a process where longer-term goals are set, normally collaboratively for the business as a whole. For more information regarding these techniques, refer to your learner guide. Performance management includes monitoring an employee's performance. It consists of an appraisal process that is typically conducted once or twice a year. It involves a series of interlinking steps to assess, summarize, and develop an employee's performance. To conduct these steps, there are several software tools that informs managers to use to determine employee pay raises, promotions, or in some cases, terminations. A live observation is a tool whereby managers observe an employee carrying out job duty. A performance appraisal is a tool whereby a manager has a meeting with the employee to discuss feedback on job performance. Peer review is a tool whereby co-workers score one another on how well they carry out their jobs. Video 9, Part 2. A secret shopper is an evaluation tool whereby businesses hire someone to pretend to be a customer that interacts with an employee in order to evaluate the employee's job performance. A self-evaluation tool is used by the employee to score their own performance level. For more information regarding these assessment tools, refer to your learner guide. After monitoring an employee's performance, it is important to record their progress. Recording progress helps avoid conflict during a feedback session. One method of recording employee performance is through an employee performance log. The log should be a record that fairly represents the employee's performance over time. For more information and an example of the recording process, refer to your learner guide. Documenting performance is the step after you have recorded all performance areas. It can be done with the who, what, why, when, where, and follow-up method. Begin an employee performance file or log that is for a specific employee. When there is a positive or a negative performance incident, write a brief description of the event in the performance log of the specified employee. Record the information that led to the incident, then indicate when and where the incident occurred. In case a performance area fails to meet expectations, a discussion must be had between the supervisor and the employee involved. This discussion should be recorded, documented, and placed into the employee's performance log or file. When updating a performance log, you should record anything noteworthy. You may wish to record areas such as job performance issues, attendance issues, well-performed tasks, meetings and conversations, behavior evaluations, dates and times, and goal expectations. Do not record opinions and editorial comments, derogatory language, personal information, or anything you wouldn't want anyone else to read. For an example of an employee log, refer to your learner guide. In an employee log, you may receive comments regarding good or poor performance in the following areas: quality of work, dependability, communication, internal or external relationships, judgment, organizational abilities, volume of work, job knowledge or technical skills, motivation, reaction to stress, problem solving, and creativity. For a description of each, refer to your learner guide. Performance records should be analyzed, clarified, and organized in order to assess whether or not the desired results have been achieved. Best and worst practices have been identified and changes have been implemented. From time to time, review the primary position responsibilities. In order to review them, you should ask yourself a list of questions. Has the employee effectively performed their responsibilities? What is the overall assessment of performance? For more questions, refer to your learner guide. Once you have analyzed an employee's performance, you need to provide the employee with feedback based on your analysis. Without feedback from the supervisors, employees may not know if they are meeting their job requirements or if they need to improve the quality of their work. Performance feedback helps motivate employees to sustain high performance levels. In the event that an employee's performance does not meet the requirements, a manager must understand the correct processes and methods to help improve the employee's performance. In this case, it will be necessary to give them feedback based on their gaps and poor performance. Help them recognize good performance and revise their performance goals. Make sure that you provide feedback in a timely fashion. Employees appreciate that managers are balanced, honest, and fair with regards to the feedback they receive. There are two main principles to remember when a manager provides feedback. Both positive and corrective feedback should be given soon after the relevant performance occurs, and the performance should be documented. The following general rules apply when you provide an employee with positive feedback. Respect the individual's privacy by choosing a time and place to provide feedback. Clearly describe what the individual did to deserve praise. Express personal appreciation and explain how the behavior helps to perform everyday responsibilities. Ask if there are any job-related problems that the individual may need help with. If necessary, the supervisor should schedule a follow-up meeting to see if the employee's concerns have been addressed. There may be times where supervisors will need to provide employees with corrective feedback. Corrective feedback is provided when an employee needs to improve work performance. The following general rules apply when providing corrective feedback. Respect the individual's privacy by choosing an appropriate time and place to provide feedback. Do not focus on the employee by personalizing feedback. Instead, focus on the problem. Identify the root of the problem and why it causes difficulty. Video 11, Part 2. Ask for the employee's help to resolve the problem by discussing some solutions. Reach an agreement on a specific action that each person can take to solve similar issues. Schedule a follow-up meeting to examine the effectiveness of those actions. Video 11, Part 3. Never threaten the individual with ambiguous consequences if his or her behavior does not change. Never use feedback as a way to embarrass an employee, and do not reprimand an employee in front of others. Uplift and motivate the employee to do better. If they are not motivated to improve, then the feedback may be unproductive. There are 6 key elements that a supervisor needs to adopt when providing feedback. Describe their behavior. Be specific. Don't evaluate the person. Be timely. Be empathetic and create an action plan. For more information regarding these elements, refer to your learner guide. As you provide feedback, choose your words carefully, express thoughts carefully, and use clear and direct requests. For a list of do's and don'ts, refer to your learner guide. There are 10 mistakes that managers make when they provide feedback. They tend to focus on the negative, wait too long to provide feedback, give negative feedback in public, avoid confrontation, speak in euphemism, give feedback based on assumptions, speak vaguely, provide limiting feedback, have a patronizing attitude when giving feedback, and they sometimes don't follow up. This concludes our third and final topic of this lesson. We will embark on a small quiz to recap what we have learned in topic 3. Let's begin. This concludes your fourth lesson of Generic Management Level 4, Module 5. Thank you for your attention throughout this lesson. Now that you have completed this level, please complete your formative and summative assessment as well as your logbook and your POE. Once you have completed all the relevant documents, send it to AfriTraining for moderation. Thank you and good luck.